Okay, hi, I'm back. So this is either going to be take 2 or 3, depending on what has shown up. So I'm going to try this again. My phone, I don't know if it's like a Verizon thing, an area thing, but I know other people have talked about the phone service hasn't been great lately. And so I just got cut off right in the beginning. So I thought since it's the beginning, I'm just going to start all over again and just reintroduce the card and everything because I hardly got very far. So sorry, because if you know anything about me, it's like I don't want to waste your time when it comes to watching the videos and even the time that you take to watch them live or replay. So I will get started and show you card number 4 for October's virtual stamp camp. So I'm going to go kind of like this. It's a little bit clear. So yeah, I see just some lines on my phone or something, but maybe it's my connection too. So I'm excited about today's card because it brings in that Artistry Blooms designer series paper that I worked with yesterday with the cute lady from senior years. And so I just worked with the paper yesterday, and so I'm going to work with that same paper again. Thank you, Lois. Thank you, Joyce, for hopping over from the other video to this one. Hopefully it goes. Like I said, I've been having like internet issues all day, especially on my phone, and that's where I record my videos. So I don't know if that might have something to do with it or not. And I hardly want to touch anything for fear that it might go away too. But if you experience problems, just please type in and say, we can't see you, can't hear you, or something, just so I know that like it's not good or it is good too. So hi, Julie. Thanks for popping over to this one too. So let me move my camera around for you guys so I can start on the card today. And like I said, I think it's kind of fun when I can take and just use paper from yesterday. That wasn't even in my game plan until I saw a fun card from my other Stampin' friend from Australia, and she had posted a card very similar to this. And it's my Stampin' friend Kylie, and Kylie's from Australia, and she's like, Belle, do it, share it. So I said I was going to case her card. Case is CASE, copy and share everything. And I love it when you guys do that with my cards. So I'm doing that with her cards. So this is the pretty paper, just a different page of it or sheet of it from yesterday's designer series paper. And so if you sign up to get the cards for October or place your order however you would get the cards for October. Hi, Diane. Thanks for popping in. Your card might look similar to the sample with this fun kind of bright speckly pattern, or it might be more stripes. But of course, as I cut your piece 3.75 by 4 or by 5, 3.75 by 5, you're just going to have little, like fragments of these wild stripes and such, but it'll come from this paper. So that is the Artistry Blooms paper that is on sale this month as part of the 15% off designer series paper sale. If you watch my videos on Facebook, the top pin has these sheets. It's a 2-page printout of the 15 designs that are on sale for 15% off, and today's one that I'm using and yesterday's is the Artistry Blooms. So yesterday was for Ruth's party, her virtual party, and today is for Stamp Camp. So the stamp set that I'm using today is the Peaceful Moments, and I love the font and the different sentiments in the stamp set. Lots of great choices for lots of different occasions, and that is from the annual catalog on page 19. So I'm pulling that from there. And when this kind of suite of products came out in last year's occasion or the spring's occasions catalog, I had great plans to do all sorts of stuff. And then COVID happened and I didn't get to see as many people there for a while until I switched to Facebook Live. So I'm glad to kind of get this product out and use it again. So I'm using this stamp set, which has dies that you can purchase for a 10% savings, but I'm using the ones over here, the Painted Poppies dies that go with kind of this stamp set for the 10% savings. And I know a lot of you were kind of frustrated as far as, okay, I kind of want this stamp set and these dies and these labels and those stamps. So some of you kind of like just made your own things happen, but I ended up getting both of them, which not everybody can do, but I think it just kind of helped me be able to use everything together. So I'm going to start with this fun kind of like little wreath looking image, and that is a die. And that, like I said, comes from the Painted Labels dies here. And so here's the Painted Labels dies, and that's in the annual catalog too. Hello, Mary Jo. Hi, Ginger. So it's just this fun little wreathy looking thing, and in the center it does have a fun little stitch to it too, which is always a fun little accent piece when you have that. And with the card, one of the pieces is going to be just a layer piece in between the card base and the top piece, and that's Whisper White. And so nobody is really going to see anything but the edges, so that's what we're going to put the die on to run through. So it's my little hidden trick and such. So that's always fun when you can use paper that's already part of your layering process to take away a little bit of the bulk, and then it's just less paper that you have to use too in your own supply too. Oh, Mary Jo, you're so sweet. So I'm just gonna run that through like so. And I didn't even bring out my little brush thing. Sometimes with some of the dies, I bring out my little brusher thing to get rid of the things, but these pieces come out pretty quick and easy on here most of the time. Okay. Yeah, not a bad one for being kind of a more delicate or intricate one here. So I'm just gonna make sure I have all the pieces out, and I think after this, I will. Okay, all right. So we've got that. And then another thing, as I was putting this card together, I think sometimes we underestimate white, Whisper White. It's obviously a neutral color and doesn't. So I'm gonna get kind of the next step ready to go. Oh, there we go. Good. I didn't press any buttons, and I just kind of was waiting and staying patient. Like I said, my internet has been terrible, so I hope I can get through this without having to do an additional video or something. So if you see weird pauses, it's because I'm waiting for my phone to catch up or reconnect. Okay, so I was talking about just how the white makes everything pop. Okay, it looks like I'm back, so I just kind of don't want to go too far ahead until I'm reconnected with you guys, and I am again. So I'm just going to take the sentiment, thinking of you with all my heart. I'm just going to tap that on my white ink pad, kind of center that on a strip at the bottom of some Melon Mambo, like so. And then I'm going to cover that really, really well with some really well with some white embossing powder here. And I'm going to turn on my heat gun and see if you guys can follow along and watch it become embossed. So it'll look maybe a little grainy until it takes the heat on. Oops. Going to go from the bottom just to make sure. You can kind of see it went from grainy to popped up and plasticky there, and I just love sometimes what a difference that embossing with white embossing powder can make, especially on bright colors or even dark colors too. And Carol just joined in. Hi Carol, I thought of you as soon as I put the color of cardstock Melon Mambo in my hand today to start prepping for my card. Carol loves Melon Mambo. So now I'm going to take the tailored tailored tag punch, and just feed that in here like so and center it, and making sure that all of the sentiment fits in there, and just pop that out. So it almost looks like that was meant to go right with that tag punch there. So I think I can start doing my assembly here. So I'm going to start by taking the pretty paper. Isn't this even pretty on the back side too, with the blues and the purples? That Artistry Blooms is just kind of fun. Like I said, I was a little hesitant because it looked kind of wild, but I love what it does with the card. So that I'm just going to put on, so this is 3.75 by 5. I'm going to put this on a piece of Whisper White that's 4 inches by 5 1/4. And next I'm going to tie my bow, put it on my card, because I know some of you have said, yep, do that all the time. I go to put that on my card, put it on my card, and then I realize I should have put my ribbon on. So I'm just going to put some plain pretty white ribbon on, and this is from the Flowers for Every Season ribbon combo pack. And so just kind of the thicker of the 3, and actually I should get out all 3 of the ribbons so that you can kind of see the difference in what it looks like. So this okay, it looks like you guys are back on again. Yeah, Chris, I'm just your note, and that's why I wasn't even talking, is it says trying to reconnect, and it just was spinning. So yeah, I've had a really bad phone day all day, and so I don't know if this will help too. Okay, can you even hear me now at all? So I'm just gonna maybe just keep going through the video, and hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm maybe going to do more of the creating. Okay, it looks like you guys are back on. So all I did was tied this around the card here. And next I'm going to take and just tape this down like so. And put that on like so, and then next I can just pop this on with some dimensionals. So I'm going to put about 4 of these like so. And like so. And then that's going to go right across the middle of that and centered. I don't know if you guys can even hear me or not. So that is that. And then I want to add one more thing, and that is the Artistry Blooms adhesive back sequence. Oh, it's good now. Good. Okay. So these are what I also used on yesterday's card, and they play in with a lot of the colors from the designer series paper too. And so I'm just going to find the ones that match the card today. So like any of these would work on today's card. Like this too. Oh, good. I'm glad you can hear me. And maybe that comes and goes with the connection issues. So I think the only thing maybe that you might have missed too was my Flowers for Every Season ribbon pack. It's the 3-pack with the Misty Moonlight and the Just Jade Gingham. And then the white is what I'm using for today. Good. Thanks for letting me know, because I'm like, well, do I even talk? Even though a lot of times when I'm crafting, I'm probably talking to myself and don't even know it. Okay. So with my Take Your Pick tool, I'm going to take a couple of these adhesive back sequins, and like a larger and a smaller. And actually I want to kind of move that a little bit because you can't see it when it's on the same color. And then I think I'm going to take kind of more of this coral color, a larger one of those sequins, and put that up on the top. So they're kind of one of those little incognito things here on there, but it just adds a little bit of something to be able to put that on there too. So I was trying to think of a card even for October with breast cancer awareness and such, and I have that fun camouflage background stamp, but I kind of wanted to keep going along with papers, and I thought, oh, this would make a great card for that type of occasion too. It could be a sympathy card. It could be any kind of thinking of you occasion too. So I loved the cheeriness by just adding like this little banner on top of that die cut too, and the white just kind of adds, the white ribbon adds to the outside edge in that too. So I'm leaving the inside blank just so that you can personalize it for whatever occasion that you want. So that is today's card. So let me get my camera turned around here. So yeah, so thanks for hanging in there with me today, guys. It was kind of rough, and like I said, this is take, I think, 3. I deleted the first 2 because it just right from the get-go cut out on me for quite a while. And I found that if I try and touch my phone and do anything like hit the reconnect button, it just basically disconnects me too. So that is card number 4 for my October virtual stamp camp, and tomorrow's Friday, so that means card number 5. And then next week I have a new virtual hostess, and that is Kathy Hunter. So I will do her cards Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I might even do like a double day like I did one day this week, where I bring you another stamp camp card just so you can start to see some of those to make your decisions if you want to have me make up cards for you or not. So how you get the October stamp camp cards is you can place an order of $75 minimum, and that gets you the cards for free. Or you can just say, hey, Bella, I want the cards, and then I'll put you on my list, and then they're $22 for the set of 10. So I'm trying to make a whole variety, and I'm also trying to stick with my own, like I said, my own encouragement of use all these pretty papers that are on sale this month. So you're gonna see a lot of those papers. And in doing back-to-back cards yesterday and today, if you go to what I did yesterday with the senior years gal, you'll see how different maybe that the 2 cards look. So thank you, Sue. So it's just, yeah, a fun card. And like I said, that paper that sometimes maybe looks a little too wild, you can do a little bit of putting things on it, tames it down, and makes it look bright and cheerful. So I hope that's what today's card did for you guys too. So I'm gonna sign off before I get disconnected or something funky goes on. But once again, thanks for hanging in there with me, and hopefully tomorrow will be a better day. And Julie just figured out why there was no sound. I thought maybe it was only on my end, because I've had that happen before too, where the sound is just gone too. So, all right, so hoping for a better day tomorrow for my presentation, and I don't know what the card will be, so it'll be a surprise for both of us, you and I. So have a great rest of your day today.